everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my first actual long form makeup video. So today I'm going to show you guys a simple and easy for like if you're just starting to get into makeup, easy base. And it's going to be affordable. So we're going to get into it. So what I first like to do is I like to make sure that I did my skincare at least 10 minutes before I do my makeup. So which I did. And now I'm just going to pin back my hair so we can get into it. So first I like to start out with brows. This is what I like to do, and I have two really great brow products that I like. I've recently been liking. It is the LA Colors Skinny Brow Pencil, which is really great in brown, and then the Ioni Brow Pencil in dark brown. These are the ones that I have been using a lot recently. So what I'm gonna do, and recently I have been loving a very bushy brow for some reason, which I don't know why, but I hush my brows through just to make sure they're all nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, now first I like to go in and I'm going to carve my brows out. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is really affordable. I think the last time I bought it was like $6, which this is one of my favorite all-time concealers. Not just from the drugstore, from anywhere. I really like it. And I'm going to go in with a Morphe brush. But e.l.f. also makes really great brushes, which I use a lot of e.l.f. brushes. This is what I'm going to go in with today. And I'm just going to carve out my brows. Now, little tip. If you carve them out, it's going to help you create the most easy straight brows. If you just make a line straight across, like this. Just straight across. And something I do like to just kind of make the line a little bit bigger, just when I blend in everything, just kind of very seamlessly in. Okay, excuse me. Now I'm gonna go in with the LA Colors Skinny Brow Pencil. I'm gonna start in by very lightly handed going in and filling the tail end of my brow. So just like that. Just very, 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 very easy. And once you get to like the front of your brow, I like to go even more light-handed because you don't want them to look really, really big. But if you do want that, do that. But for like this look specifically, I'm just going very, very, very light-handed. And I'm going to go back to the end of my brow. And you can make them a little bit messy because you can always go back in with concealer and kind of clean them up if you want. But if you don't want to do that, just go very, very light-handed. Brows are done. I'm going to go straight into foundation. I have my two favorite drugstore foundations or skin tints that I absolutely love. It is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is a little bit on the price side. I think it's like $18. But I think this one's like $11, I think, if I can remember correctly. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. I really like to mix these two, which is what I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade 1 Fair and 6 Deep. I'm going to go in and I'm going to mix these together just to create a little bit more of a tan, which, especially my chest, because I am not self-tan right now, so I do like to put some of this on my chest because it does help. I'm just going to do a little bit on the face too, because I have been loving a glowier look, but I do like matte. So, and then I'm going to go in with this. I'm almost out of this one, which I need to get a new one, but I keep on forgetting to pick it up. That tells you how much I absolutely love this product. I use it almost every day if I'm not filming, because it's just really good. I'm just going to throw some on my chest. And then I'm just going to go in with a dense but fluffy brush. This one is by Tarte. This one's a little bit more expensive. But again, like I said, e.l.f. has really great brushes. If you're looking for cheaper brushes, e.l.f. has some really, really great ones. And I use a lot of e.l.f. brushes, but I have not. Now we're going to go in with skin tints. First, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. one. This one's a little bit watery, so just be careful. This is really light. Gonna throw these. Okay. Goes on the skin. Like that. And I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Skin Tint. And I'm just gonna throw some of this on the back of my hand because I don't want to be unsanitary. Okay. And then I like to go in with either like a fluffy brush like this or a very dense brush like this one. I'm gonna go in with the fluffier brush today. And we're just gonna mix these two very nicely. Sometimes I pat it, sometimes I just swirl it like this. This really just depends on how I'm feeling and how fast I need to get ready. So today I'm just going to kind of pat it in the face like this. The same concealer that I used earlier, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I like to let my concealer sit while I do my blush. So I just go right in the corner of my eye. And then under my nose. And if I don't have any spots that I need to kind of cover, I'll go ahead and do that. But I don't like to let that sit on my skin for too long on spots. So, next we're going to go into blush. I have a few different favorite blushes. So, okay, so these Be Pure ones. This one is in the shade, I think, Rosy. And I have no idea, but these are like this one. And then I have this one in the shade Party Pink. Wait, right here. This is in the shade Ballerina. This is in the shade Rose Gold. And this one's in the shade Party Pink. These ones are all really great. I love all these. I use a lot in my videos. And this e.l.f. one is in the shade Dusty Rose. These are all really great blushes. But today, I think I'm going to go in with Pink Party. So they're all really great blush options. Now, with this blush, I like to throw a little bit on the back of my hand, like that. They're very pigmented, so just be careful with that. And I'm going to go in with a finger. And I'm just like this. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on blending all this in. Bronzer time. I have two again. This one's from Essence. This one's really good. This is the Essence Baby Got Bronze in the shade, I have no idea because I think it has rubbed off. And this is in the shade Fair Medium by Be Pure. These are really great products. I love them both. But I'm going to go in with the Essence one today. And for me, for bronzer, I go right here on my forehead. And then a little bit here. And then there. Okay, so forehead, and then we're just going to blend that all in. Okay. Right in to the skin. And sometimes I do like to go over the blush just so it's not super pigmented, so it kind of like all blends together. I'm just gonna blend into the hairline. Just so it looks natural, I guess you would say. With a brush. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer Brush, but I use it as a concealer brush. And I'm just going to blend all of this concealer out. And the reason that this is by Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder. This is in the shade 220. And I'm just going to go in with the powder puff, and I'm going to go and quickly set underneath the eyes very quickly, just so I don't get any creasing. Go in with a brush, and I'm going to go in with just the bronzer that I'm going to use today. I'm going to use this one. This one's by Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade, I don't know, because again, there's nothing on this one. So I'm just going to go with this one, and I'm just going to take a little bit on a brush. I'm just going to throw this in my crease, just to give my eye something. And I'm just going to blend that right into the crease. Same thing. Right into the crease. That's it. That's all I do for the eyeshadow. But now we're going to go into for the face. So go back in with a bigger fluffy brush. And we're going to set the cream. I like to set powder cream with powder with the Ioni blush, and this is in pink coral to go with this look. Now this one is super pigmented, so I only go in with a little bit and just brush that right into the skin. Super pretty. And I like to do a little bit on the forehead and the chin, just a little bit, because I like to have all of my stuff that I use on my face around my face, so it looks better in my opinion. I'm just gonna throw a little bit on. Specific about my mascaras because my lashes are weird, and these have been my favorites recently. Two of them are the same product. One is the Lash Paradise in brown. I love a brown mascara, and then the other one is by MCO, and this is Extend Lash in black. These have been some of my favorite mascaras, and I like to use them together. So first, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. lash curler, and I'm going to curl my lashes. I like to look down when I'm curling my lashes with the MCO first. And then I do about 1 to 2 coats of the MCO. I'm just going to blend. We're just going to apply very lightly, like this. Kind of like that. Next, I'm gonna go in with the NYX and Peekaboo Neutral. Sorry, what I said. Peekaboo Neutral. I'm gonna line my lips with this. Now this one's really close to my natural lip shade, just a little bit pinkier, you can tell. And I'm still gonna line the lips with it because I really love this one. Really pretty. Love that. And then I'm gonna go in with a lip gloss. Maybe. Oh, my lip glosses. Aloha. I don't know. I got it from my little store called Miss A in Texas. And this is a Magic World. And this is gloss highlighter for face, lips, and eyes. But it's like a clear gloss. And I really love it. I really like to use it. And sometimes I will go in with this. This is by CoverGirl. This is the Clean Beauty in the shade Bless You Berry, and it's like the Clinique dark cherry, red cherry, something cherry, I think. And I go right on top of it with that and kind of make it a little bit darker, but not too dark. Now the lips are done. We're gonna go back into eyes with the Lash Paradise, and it's gonna be our final coat of mascara. And I just put this everywhere, like this, and there you go. That is my easy, simple base routine, and I will see you guys very soon with the next video. Bye, girlies.